For the record, I did not wear this shirt on purpose. Hello humans, welcome back to my channel, and if this is the first video of mine that you are watching, welcome! I want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button right below this video. That way you are not going to be missing any of my new content that I put out every single Friday at 8 a.m. So, on my last video that came out last week, and you can find it right here, I talked about culture shock and things that Americans do that were really odd to me. And this week, I want to sort of balance the scale a little bit and talk about the things that I love about this country. So many times I talk about how, oh, this is so much better in Chile and that's so much better in Chile and Chile, and people are like, why the heck don't we go back home then? Let me tell you why. Number one, and this really is number one. The other things on this list are not necessarily by order of love, but this one is absolute number one. I would stay in America for this alone. Just kidding. Amazon. Amazon is such an amazing thing. Just the fact that I can be anywhere and look for anything that I want on it and it's gonna get to my doorstep in 2 days time. It's amazing. And then if you have Amazon Prime, you also have like Prime Video and you can get all the movies you want. No wonder Blockbuster died. To mention the amazing customer service that they offer. I don't think there's a single issue that I've contacted customer service for that didn't get solved, and I go to them with issues a lot. Speaking of customer service, that's another thing that I love about America. I feel like the culture of great customer service is so much more embedded here in America than it is in Latin America. Here, people get taught to really be there for the customer. It is protocol to put the customer first. You have to smile, you have to be friendly, you have to wish people a good day. That is something you do not see in Latin America. People constantly treat you like they woke up grumpy and you are the reason for it. I just love being able to go pay for my food and getting out there, good ma'am, how are you today? Well, you have a good day now, bye. As opposed to, yeah, not great. Something else I love about America, and that is thrift stores. Oh my goodness. I exclusively buy all of my clothes in thrift stores because I think it is ridiculous to pay the price for like a new shirt, like a new item of clothing, if that makes sense. Paying $20 for a shirt that you can get for $5 in like Plato's Closet or Clothes Mentor or Goodwill is ridiculous. Ever since I discovered thrift stores, I have never purchased an item of clothing new ever again. This shirt I actually got from an app called Vinted, and this is not sponsored. Who would want to sponsor me? It just doesn't make sense to me to buy something new that the second it is in your possession, it lost 60% of its value. Same goes for phones and cars and most electronics. I feel like the only thing that's really worth buying like new is like a house, because the more things you do to it, the higher its value. But anyway, I'm deviating. That's a whole other topic for a whole other video later. Speaking of prices of things, I don't think people in America realize just how cheap things are in this country. You think gas prices are high here in America? Let me tell you, gas prices are through the roof in Latin America. It is incredible. Even in California, where gas prices are like through the roof according to Americans, it doesn't compare to how much we pay for gas in Latin America. So be thankful. I know I am. Here you can get a decent working car for less than $5,000. Heck, for less than $2,000. Then you get a semi-tractor kind of. But you get my point. Something that I love about living in this country is just the language. Frankly, even though I grew up in Chile and I didn't learn English until I was 9 and I didn't actually speak it properly until I was 14, I have always felt like I can express myself so much better when I speak English. Something else that I love about this country is just the freedom in fashion choices. In another one of my videos, I was talking about assumptions that people make about Latin Americans. You can find that video right here. And I talked about how people in America don't have that good of fashion sense and you can really spot them in a crowd when they're like in vacation because of their lack of fashion sense, basically. You have to go watch that video to see what I really said, because I don't remember. But because of that, because here so many different fashions are accepted, or at least not frowned upon, there's that much more fashion freedom. Like in Chile, you have to go with the trends or you are a weirdo. Frankly, I feel like I've always been a little bit more like American at heart, just because, I don't know, I never really felt like I fully fit in my culture, if that makes sense. I always watched a lot of TV, and what I saw people wear on TV was that much more appealing to me than what I saw my classmates wearing. So I always looked like a clown in their eyes. Which I wore it anyway, don't get me wrong. I've always just done what I wanted to do. But it's just so much nicer to be in a country where I can wear whatever I want with confidence and own it and not feel like people are like, ugh. It's just nice. Something else I adore about this country is the candy. Most of the candy that we get in Chile is mainly European-ish, and I feel like Europeans eat more chocolate candy than anything else. And I like chocolate, don't get me wrong, but I can always just kind of take it or leave it. I have to feel like chocolate. But candy, I can take it any day. Twizzlers, Mike and Ike's, Red Vines, M&M's, Skittles, Starbursts. I love candy, you guys. Something else, and you might not appreciate this fully, but you have to get a social security card, a driver's license, a birth certificate, marriage license, whatever it is you need to get, passport. You might think it is hard to go through that paperwork pathway here in America. Listen, it is nothing compared to what you have to go through in Latin America to get anything. There's a word we have in Chile, I don't know if they use this word anywhere else in Latin America, but it's the word trámites. Trámites is anything paperworky, legal, documenty that you need to get, and it's something that you have to do. Like, for example, if I have to get my license, that's a trámite. We hate the word trámite. Like, literally, you can go up to your boss and say, hey, can I take a day off? They'll ask you why. You say trámites, they're like, take all the time you need. I remember when I had to get all my paperwork to come here to America, it's not even just that it's so much paperwork. You go to the one place and they tell you that you're missing the one signature that has to be notarized from the one person. So you go to the notary and you're missing a stamp from that other place you were just in, and they're not adjacent to each other in the city. No, no, no. You have to take the public transport and commute for like 2 hours. All of that just to get approved to do the actual trámite. It's terrible. Yeah, I know the DMV is annoying and they might send you home and you might have to wait long lines, but listen, it's nothing compared to what it's like in Latin America. Oh, something else that I love about America, and my mother would agree with me, it is kitchen islands. Oh my goodness, what I wouldn't give to have a kitchen island. Chile, all kitchens that I've seen, or most kitchens like from your standard Chilean home, are very enclosed, they're very small, and you usually have like the one aisle that has counters on the left and on the right and an oven somewhere and the fridge where you can fit it. Here in America, kitchens are huge, and that island in the middle where you can cook and eat and bake and lounge is just fantastic to me. The best idea. Something else I love about America, and my husband would agree, is all the like ethnic cuisine places, i.e. sushi. I didn't really used to like sushi because the sushi that we have in Chile is just chicken wrapped in avocado. I don't like avocado. Yeah, be shocked, whatever. Here you have actual authentic sushi where it's served to you by Asian waiters and waitresses. That is amazing to me. There's also all the theme parks. We have one roller coaster park, amusement park, whatever you want to call it, in Chile. It's called Fantasilandia. And I mean, it's like Six Flags, except there's Jelly Bellies. Did I mention Jelly Bellies? Jelly Bellies is another candy that I love. Where was I? But it's nothing compared to actual theme parks. It's one thing to go to a Six Flags where, you know, there's roller coasters and attractions and you get on them and you feel the adrenaline and yay. It's a whole other thing to have Mickey Mouse cross you in the street. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. When I went to Diagon Alley and to Hogsmeade in Universal Studios, hallucinating. And I was mentioning how I love the language here. Something else that applies is when you're sending formal emails. When you're sending a formal email in Latin America, it is so formal. Estimada, escribo para informarles sobre la precedencia del asunto. Oh my goodness. It's such a hassle. It's like you're putting this much distance between you and the recipient of your email. I love that in here you can just be like, "Dear Emily, thanks so much for your email. I'm interested in what you have to say. Great, awesome, looking forward to it. Blessings." That is just something that I really enjoy. I don't like that formality, solemnity. Ugh. I'm just like, we're all crazy individuals intrinsically, so can we just embrace that and acknowledge it and put ourselves out there and stop being so I don't like that. I love this country. There's a reason I migrated here. I hope I can stay here. I've made a lot of videos about my journey in coming here and staying here. You can check them out. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content every single Friday. Bye!